from the kitchen once again. All right, just making some quick breakfast. Hi everybody, welcome to today's Wednesday Nooner. I'm wearing my Randy Rhoads shirt here, just to prove I'm a Randy Rhoads fan. And Randy's doing the best of today, so I figured, hey, what if you don't want to watch a repeat? You can just come on over here. Watch me cook. Watch me eat. Huh? Huh? How's that? How's that sound? I had someone comment the other day, or yesterday, I guess, on the show, about the show saying, you need to make it more exciting. And I'm like, I could not agree with you more, but I'm sorry, this is it. This is the show, folks. Me eating and cooking and whatnot. But, and I don't even know, this thing is, it looks like it's pointed kind of down, so let's see. Can you see me now? I'm not seeing the chat because the thing's turned away. I got the iPad in the other room, and that's usually how I see the chat, watching on one of the other devices. So what can I tell you? If there's anyone watching, thank you so much for being here. I cannot see the chat right at this moment. So I don't even know. Could be 0. If anyone is here though, thank you for being here. And make sure you hit the like and the subscribe and share, because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you just want more and more of this type of content? Huh? Huh? Why not? Why wouldn't you? So here's the exciting thing about the show, about today's show, is I got another package from Amazon that I actually kind of forgot all about. Yesterday, or a few days ago, I ordered a, wait for it, I ordered a TV tray. Because right now, I don't really have, as you may or may not know, I'm just moving into this place. And this is basically all I got. But there's my new rug. Look at the rug. Got that yesterday. Hey, Jolie. I see Jolie's here. And so the other day I ordered this TV tray, and it's in this box right here. And we will do an unboxing, I guess. Maybe, huh? Maybe we'll do an unboxing of that. But first I gotta eat because I'm really hungry. I am really, really, really hungry. And I got to eat. And I've been not paying attention to this bacon. I think I may have overcooked it a little bit. We'll see. Hopefully not. I mean, it looks good. It does look. It looks pretty good. Hopefully I don't set the smoke alarm off again, because like I did yesterday, it looks a little smoky. I bet you that damn smoke alarm is going to go off any minute now. That's what happens when you're cooking and you're kind of running around and doing other stuff. You know? I'm going to just make a cheese omelet today. Nice cheesy omelet. I'll just put that there. Let's see here. Where's my cheese? I think I left the cheese in the fridge. I don't know if this is too hot. It's too high of a flame. Oh yeah, I mean not flame. So it is an electric burner. There is no flame. I am getting a little bit more used to this electric stove. I am used to gas stoves. So I'm just going to put some cheese. This is some sharp cheddar. I like sharp cheddar. That's my thing. I got me some OJ. Ah, that's good. And we will be doing an unboxing here in just a bit. I probably should, I could demonstrate the tray with this breakfast, but it's not going to work out that way because I'm hungry. And I'm going to eat before I do the unboxing. But I'll figure something out. But I kind of poked a hole in the omelet. That kind of sucks. Because the cheese is escaping. The cheese is trying to escape from the omelet. And you know what happens when that happens. It just melts all over the place. Alright, this is kind of falling apart. I don't know, I'm just a mess. I'm just a total mess today. But at least I got my orange juice. I'm gonna go grab I'm gonna just shut that off. That thing is done. That's a done deal. Look at this. I'm going to plug this iPad in over here so that I can take a look at the chat while I'm eating. I'm probably burning up my omelet. I know I'm burning it up already. There goes the toast. Just trying to do too much at once here. I think I'm just doing too much at once. So, probably have a burnt omelet. But hey, what can I tell you? Okay, so that's off, that's done. Here's the bacon over here. And it's hot. It's a hot omelet. Put a little salt on there. A little pepper. I got some hot sauce packets. Okay, I put a little Tabasco. Let's put a little Tabasco on there. liven things up. Let's liven things up a little bit here. I'm just gonna put one little packet there. Let's go, I gotta butter my toast. And I think I'm gonna start eating breakfast, even though I don't have my coffee. But I got my orange juice, so I'll make the coffee. Or maybe I'll get the water going. It is just instant coffee, so. Let me get some water going over here. Some hot water. What I do is I just run water through the coffee machine. I ran out of the little Keurig cups, but I had this jar of instant coffee, and so I thought I would go ahead and maybe just finish that up. And then, or at least use it until I get I think I want to go to Costco or something and get a big box of those Keurig ones. Because I've been buying these smaller boxes over at, like the store, the supermarket. And I'd rather just buy, like at Costco, they usually have a bigger box of it. It'll last a lot longer. So I think I'll do that. In the meantime, I'll just use the instant. And I guess I can start that. All right, so where are we at here? So that's how it came out. It came out a little bit burnt, I think. Oh, there we go. I think everything came out a little bit burnt. But what can I tell you? It is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna go sit down over here. I'll get this over there. And all right. I know. I really wish I had I wish I had the TV tray all set up and ready to go, but it just isn't gonna. It's just not gonna happen today. Or it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna unbox that. But I got to eat first because I'm really hungry. All right. So, how's everybody? How's everybody doing? Everybody all right? Hope everybody's all right. I'm gonna plug in this so it doesn't die. All right. And then I'm gonna turn on the iPad, get it going. I can see the chat a lot better. Oh, for crying out loud. I do the fingerprint thing and then it's like it doesn't recognize my fingerprint. It's my fingerprint. Whose else's could it be? You know? I mean, come on. All right, so let's go over here and I'll put you guys up so I can see the chat. Let me turn this volume down. Alrighty. So you see Jolie's here and Meg's Real ITV. Hello. Thanks for the thumbs up. Jolie's at Bob Evans getting breakfast right now too. All that talk about bacon yesterday, I had to go out and get some. And Jolie says hi to Meg's Really TV. Thanks for the thumbs up. Yep, thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out while I feed my face. And we're gonna do an unboxing. And the thing that I'm unboxing, I could really use right at this very moment. I could use it, but I really, if I unbox it, then I'm afraid my food will be cold. Maybe I can take a few bites. I'm gonna start the unboxing of the thing. Because it's pretty hot. Okay. Oh, my orange juice is way over there. All right, you guys ready to do an unboxing? Let's see here. If I move this over, point it down, we'll be able to see. Be able to see what I'm doing. Here's the box that it came in. It's a TV tray. It's supposed to hold 110 pounds, so it seems like it's pretty sturdy. And it's supposed to have different, it has a cup, like a little cup holder. And I don't know, it just seemed like a good one. Something that I could use even after I get the furniture. You know, as I get more furniture and stuff, I'm probably still going to use this. So that's a good thing. All right, so let me, let's see what this thing looks like. Get through the tape here. Okay, so there's that. Not sure if I'm actually doing unboxing correctly, but here we go. That was pretty simple. So I think this just lifts out right here. You can see, here's the tray right in here. Slide that out. Oh, there's some other stuff in there. So let's see. There's this inner box. This is part of the frame. Set that over there. Take this out of the bag. This is the tray, the main tray. Seems pretty solid. I guess it has all these things like for different levels. That's nice. I like that. It's supposed to have a cup holder, I thought, though. Where's the cup holder at? I thought I had. Did I not get the one with the cup holder? I mean, I guess I don't really need the cup holder. But... So here's this. I guess there is some assembly required here. So you got that, you got that. And that's it. That's it. Over here, though, there is instructions. Let's see if I can reach them. And that, we'll just toss that aside.
And let's see here. So steel pipe into hooks, snap solid rod into hooks. No more than middle line for open status unlocked. I guess this one doesn't. I was looking at a few of them, and I, some of them had cup holders. I thought this one had a cup holder, but apparently it doesn't. But I guess that's all right. Okay, so let's see. How does this thing work? You got this thing, and you got this thing. You got that. You got that. So this goes somewhere. I gotta set some of this stuff down. Okay. So you got here's these little things here. That's where the legs will go into, I guess. Steel pipe into hooks. Okay, so the steel pipe goes into these hooks right here. Should snap into place. There we go. There's that one. There's that one. And then this is how you adjust if it's going to be flat or you can put it at an angle. And those lock in right there. And then those legs will just go right out there. So snap rod into hooks. It says no more than middle line for open status. I don't know what that means. Alright, so then these go apparently here. What is this little flappy thing here? Locked, unlocked. So it's a different, you can adjust for different heights, I guess. Okay. Squeeze those in. And I guess that locks it. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Let's put the other one on. If I could reach it. This will go over here. Squeeze that in there. And then that locks. And this is supposed to be done, I guess. Oh, look, and it's like at an angle, like if you were, I guess, had a laptop or something. So I guess I've got to put it in one of these other. And that's the hard part, is unlocking, or like getting it out of there. How do you do that? because I really don't want it to be at an angle. Wow, this seems kind of hard. Like once it's in there, I'm not sure how you're supposed to undo it. Maybe I gotta turn it back upside down. And yeah, once it's locked in there, man, I don't know how you get it out. I mean, you gotta like really push on it. I don't want to break it. I mean, it is pretty. This does seem pretty sturdy. I just don't know how you're supposed to move it. I'm not sure how you're supposed to readjust it. Unless I take the whole damn thing apart. Again, I don't know. There's got to be an easier way, right? There's got to be a way that you can just unlock that. I really don't know how you do it though. It has to go that way. Huh. I don't know if I want to eat on an unlevel thing here. And that might be the one design flaw. Oh, here we go. Okay, so you gotta just really get it in there to get it to come out of there. It's kind of hard. I don't know if it should be this hard or not. That's not what she said. It almost seems like you have to pry it with something. Maybe I could pry it with these scissors. Let's see here. I don't want to break it on the first day that I got it. Okay, there. So somehow I did it, but let's see. So I want this to be level. Where's the level one going to be? Like right, that seems like it's too much that way. That's too much. This might be as level as I'll get. If you go the other way, if you go up there, that's going to be that way. So here's the middle setting. Maybe once it snaps down, hey, that's good. Look at that. Now, is that too high? I don't know. Well, let's see. So my food will go here. And I don't have a cup holder, but like the ones I saw, I had like a cup holder that just came out of the side, you know? All right. Oh. This way you guys can really see me eat. I can just put this right here. Maybe. That might be a little too close. Let's see. Let's put that over there. All righty then. Let's see. Everything is a hassle today. Let me put this over here, and I can see the chat. All right. Now I'm eating breakfast with you guys. Okay. Hey, there's Adam Westish. How you doing, Adam? Hope you're doing okay. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm eating breakfast. I'm eating breakfast here. It's 12:40. That's not too bad. We'll call it a brunch. I got my new table. I just got this today. And I got TV tray. And this is perfect. And I can lower it so that when I have the couch over here, I can still use the tray. And I might need to lower it then. Because the couch might be lower than this chair I'm in. I imagine it would be, I don't know. I was looking at couches on Amazon. I think I'm gonna go to an actual furniture store for the couch because, you know, you really need to sit on the couch, you know, I think, and test it out. The couches that are on there, they all look nice and everything, but I just have a feeling that, you know, it's a real crapshoot whether or not it's comfortable enough, if it fits right, if your body fits right on it, you know. So I think I'm gonna go to a store and do some couch shopping. Hey, Jeffrey Giordano. Good afternoon. Jolie said, I just woke up 2 hours ago. I think did I skip some stuff? Let's see. Hey, Chucker John. It says, hi, Jolie. Still in bed. I was working really late last night. Adam West says, I'm okay. My sleep schedule all messed up. From jail? Oh, you were in jail? Wow. I didn't know you were in jail. I don't remember hearing about that. Adam West just says, I love those TV trays. And then says, hey, Jeffrey, welcome. There's little old Mimi. Hello, little old Mimi. How you doing? We're just having breakfast on my, I'm eating on my brand new TV tray. It was so exciting. It's just, the excitement never stops over here, right? At the Trucker John apartment. It's just one thing after the other. Yesterday was the new rug. Let's see if you can see the new rug. There's the rug. Just being beautiful. You know, it's just, the rug is getting, you know, paid to just sit there and be pretty. And it's doing a damn fine job. I think it looks nice. And it's a shag, and it feels nice to walk on it, you know. In my bare feet. So yesterday was the rug, today the TV tray. The couch. As soon as I can get time, I might not have time to do couch shopping until next week. Because Formula One is here now. And I think I'm gonna be pretty busy the next few days. with all the Formula One stuff going on. At least that's what we're hoping. And by we, I mean, I'm just sort of speaking for the other Uber drivers and rideshare. Although I've heard a lot of rideshare drivers, complaining about F1 and saying they're going to stay home and not even work and all that kind of shit. But so good. That's more rides for me then, I guess, because I think it should be pretty lucrative if it's going to be that busy and that congested. It's going to create surge pricing. So it should be, it should be some couch money earned in time. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably be working through Sunday. Pretty good hours, and hopefully I'll be making some good money, and then that will give me my couch money. So Adam Westers, that's why I haven't seen you. I was wondering what happened to you. I hope everything's all right. I hope you didn't murder anybody. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure it was, not fun. So I don't mean to make light of it, even though I did make light of it. And I did it purposefully. But I don't mean. Then I thought, no, I shouldn't do that. So, Little Mimi says, "Hey, you, Uncle John." Little Mimi says, "Noise." Little Mimi says, "Do you cook?" Well, I attempt. I cook bacon and eggs and toast. That's about it. And I was running around so much, I kind of burnt the omelet a little bit. Here's the omelet. I just made like a cheese omelet with bacon on the side. I know I could have put the bacon in the omelet, but half a dozen to one. Like, I don't know, whatever that is. But yeah, I made this beautiful meal. Adam Wester says, "Aloha, Little Mimi. Had to switch to the computer to type more easily." Little Mimi says, "I need a new computer. I'm on my phone." That's what I want. I want to get a new computer too. But I want to get the furniture, or at least I want to get a couch. I want to get a recliner, and then I got to get all my stuff out of storage in California, because I've got a dresser. I had so much great furniture, and when I was moving, I just gave away a lot of it. It was like brand new, beautiful couch and everything. But anyhow, I want to do that, get the stuff furnished, and then I want to get a new computer, like a new laptop, like a Mac or something. But that might be a few months down the road. Gotta get all this other stuff situated first. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about furniture. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Computer, blah blah blah. I don't know. Really hard. That's the plan. I want to get the furniture done, and then I'll get the computer. I'm kind of just doing. Oh, I was gonna say. Here's what I was gonna say. In my storage, I don't remember if I kept. I had this coffee table and end tables that they were from my parents that bought those in the 60s, and they kept it all these years. My parents are both gone now, but they gave me, when I had my house in California, they gave me this coffee table and end tables that are made out of maple wood, and they're pretty beautiful. And but it's more of a sentimental thing than anything, I guess. But because I remember in this coffee table, it has like a lower level, and then it has the table on top. And when I was a little kid, I remember being like 5 years old. I would crawl into that little space, and I just would watch TV. I just liked being in this little space, I guess. And I remember I think I wrote my name or something underneath that table. And so it was something from when I was a little kid. But when I was moving out of California, and I had to move that stuff out, and I was coming to Nevada, and I was just renting a room. I didn't have a lot of room for my stuff. So I gave away a lot of really great furniture. And I don't remember, for some reason, I don't remember if I gave away those coffee tables and the end tables, or if they're in storage. I don't remember. And I haven't been in that storage facility in almost 4 years. So I don't remember if I have those or if I just gave those away. I know I gave away my couch and my, I had like a love seat and a recliner, or a couch. I guess it was kind of a small couch. I forget if it was a love seat or an actual couch, but it was really nice. It was very, very nice, kind of modern looking, but it looked nice in my place. I gave that away. I didn't feel like moving the fridge and everything. I just bought a fridge, a nice new fridge. I gave that. I just gave stuff away. I didn't feel like hassling was trying to sell it, and then people were just trying to talk you down and everything. So I just gave everything away. I gave away a TV. But the TV, even though it was nice, it had a nice picture and it worked fine, it wasn't a flat screen. It was the old, big tube type of TV. But it was a pretty big screen, like a 35-inch screen, and it worked beautifully. I gave that away because there's no way you can't sell that. You can't really sell that anymore. No one wants that when you can get these flat screens, for practically nothing nowadays. It seems like. I mean, this one I got here, I just bought it for $80, brand new in the box. Okay, let me catch up. You guys are chatting out here. We got. See, Adam says, you can get a pretty decent laptop for super cheap these days. Adam says, yeah, I had a warrant. I had an autistic meltdown about 5 years ago. I lost my temper over probation. Police beat me up really bad and permanently damaged my neck. Oh, wow. That's pretty hairy. Little Mimi says, any old brand, or should I look for a certain brand? I'll see if Adam addressed that. Adam said, half a dozen of one, 6 of the other. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Adam says, little Mimi, HP makes good cheap ones, in my opinion. Alienware is more powerful but more expensive. Or you can get a refurbished MacBook if you have the money. I'm gonna get a Mac. I've been on Apple products now for almost 10 years, I think, or maybe more, as far as going to iPhones and stuff like that. And my kids have been on Macs actually even longer than that. And so I think I like the Macs. I had an Android. I still have the laptop, an old Toshiba, and it works, but it's just a mess. So it's just been sitting for so long, and I'm sure it just probably needs a million updates. And I don't know if it's even worth it. But now that I'm in the house and I'm on the internet, maybe I will plug it in and just see what happens. And that's the other thing. The battery died on it, so I can only use it if it's plugged in. That's why I didn't use it in the truck too much, because I could plug it in. I had power inverters and stuff. But it was just a real hassle. Here I could just plug it in and just leave it plugged in, I guess. Yeah, maybe I will break out the old Toshiba and see how it's doing. So anyhow. Little Mimi says, that's terrible, Adam. I wish the police had better skills to deal with those types of situations. Violence is never the best solution. Little old Mimi says, I still have my chest of drawers from when I was a kid and can read my sisters and my graffiti from the 70s. Isn't that cool that you have that? And it's pretty cool. So, the reason I'm not sure if I have that coffee table because I think I was in a mood where I was just like, just get rid of this shit. I'm tired of moving this shit. I don't want to move it. Just fucking get rid of it. So I might have been in that kind of a mood. Even about that coffee table, which is it is a sentimental item at this point because it's from the mid '60s, and like I said, it had my little handwriting or on the, underneath the table, plus it's a nice looking table. It's not just that. But hey, there's kimchi. Oh, here's Adam. I skipped Adam's. Says been an Apple guy for about 40 years. Wow, way easier for people to use if you're not an expert, which I am not an expert. Maybe that's why I like him. So there's Kimchi. Hello, you beautiful trucker lovers. Hi, Trucker John. Hi, Kimchi. Thanks for being here. Little Mimi says I like Apple. Kimchi says hi, Adam. Watch this, Little Mimi, my dears. Adam says at Kimchi heart aloha buddy. And Little Mimi says hello. Sweetie at Kimchi. So I think I'm caught up in the chat. Now I can take a bite of my omelet. Which is not getting cold. But it's my fault. It's all my fault. The bacon's a little more crispy this morning. Jolie would have liked that. A little bit crispier. Maybe not crispy enough though. So I'm going to finish up this cold omelet. And then, but Kimchi, I don't know if I guess you missed it, but we did an unboxing of this beautiful TV tray here. See, and this is what I assembled it and everything right in front of everybody. Like a man. Adam Webster says, Trucker John, if you need any graphics of any kind, let me know, okay? Okay. I'll let you know. Kimchi said, I made chili a few days ago, and my daughter is home, so we had chili dogs for lunch. Well, that sounds nice. Kimchi says, wow, fancy, like a real apartment and everything. Well, have you seen the progress? I just moved in here, and I basically have no furniture. Here, let's go to the first thing. You can see there's my bed. That mattress is the mattress that I had in my truck, and it's so comfortable that I kept the mattress. When I sold the truck, as I figured that whoever buys that truck, they're probably going to throw the mattress away because no one likes old mattresses. And I thought that's just a shame to throw that mattress away. So I kept it. And that's the thing that yesterday I was trying to remember what I had ordered. And the bed frame, I ordered a bed frame for it. And that was what I had delivered here like a couple weeks ago, I guess. So I got the bed. And then my next purchase was this TV. I ordered that through Amazon Prime. And it was only $80 for a brand new, it's only, 32 inch or 30 something inch, I guess. It's a small TV, but it was only $80. And you can see there's nothing on the walls, no TV stand yet. Then yesterday, I ordered through Amazon Prime, this beautiful shag rug here. And then today, I got this TV tray. So it's coming along, slowly but surely, I guess. And like I was saying earlier, now I'm going to start doing some couch shopping. But probably not till next week. So, let's see here. Kimchi says, well, fancy. Oh, yeah. Little Me says, no spare screws. There was no screws. It all just like snapped together. It was pretty cool. Kimchi says, saw that sexy rug pic. Wasn't it? I was just, laying down there. Kimchi says, love not, maybe that would be me. Joey says, it's starting to look like I'm home. And I think it's less echoey, but I think the rug did help. It is still echoey in here, but I think it's less echoey. So, once I get more stuff, I guess it should get less and less echoey. Kimchi says, put an IKEA shoe organizer together upside down and had to start over, laughing out loud. Adam Moore says, that's awesome, John. So glad for you. Kimchi says, hi, gorgeous Aunt Jolie. And Jolie says, hello, beautiful Kimchi. Little Amini says, laughing out loud, Kimchi. My TV stand has the back legs in front. I'm never changing it. That's funny. Adam Moore says, laughing out loud, I had a small rug like that. Same color and everything. Yeah, it's like a kind of a light gray, I guess. It's 9 by 12. It almost covers up the whole room here. I think it was 9 by 12, yeah. Pretty sure that's the size I got. Well, I was debating whether I should get a smaller one. And I'm glad I got the bigger one, I guess. And I guess what I'll do when I get the couch, I'm going to move the... I'll move it, I think I'm going to move the rug all the way over to that wall. And then the couches will cover this back wall area here. Couch. I'm only going to get one couch, I guess. I'm going to get a couch. I want to get a recliner, too. And then it will pretty much cover the whole living room. The only thing it won't cover is by the front by the door, which is fine. Doesn't need to be there. And it won't cover this little strip right here in front of the counter here, which is fine too, because, I'm going to put a couple of bar stools here, and I think that'll be fine. So, let's see here. Kimchi says, who cares? No one will ever know but you. Well, now, we all know. We all know Dirty Little Mimi's. I mean, Dirty Little Mimi. I meant to say Little Old Mimi's dirty little secret is what I meant to say. I'm not saying you're dirty. I meant to say we all know Little Old Mimi's dirty little secret. Okay, let me be clear on that. Let's see here. Adam Moore says, my sister used to laugh at me for putting shit together wrong. Maybe if you turn it upside down, it'll work better. Little Mimi says, it does bother me, but too much work to fix. Adam Moore says, get a sound baffle or Asian standing screen. For echo. Kimchi says, why is no one talking about Judge Cannon being removed? I heard it, but haven't seen Minus or Hal talk about it. Wow. I kind of skimmed right over that. I remember seeing, it was a couple days ago, or yesterday maybe, just something, I saw a photo of her in some little headline, but I didn't take away from that she had been removed. And I didn't read it, because I just scrolled on. Isn't that weird? But we just scroll on, we should probably talk about that. And one says, what? So that Kimchi said, what? Are you serious? Kimchi said, if that is her dirty little secret, she is an angel. And Little Me says, Ken was removed. See, we're all acting in shock about this, Kimchi. Adam Ocean says, Kimchi agreed, laugh not loud. Kimchi says, I don't know, I heard it in the chat room. I heard it in the chat room. That could be a dangerous thing too, to go by the chat room. But I don't know, I remember seeing that there was like a story about her, and I didn't read it. And I don't remember the headline saying that she was removed. So I don't know. But I guess we could check it out. We should probably check it out. Kimchi says, I can't find it anywhere, but 2 people said it. Kimchi says, okay, so someone misread the headline then. Dang. I don't know. I don't know, Kimchi. I'm going to go to Google. My dear friend Google. And let's see. Let's see what Google says. I'll put, did Judge Cannon get removed? Let's see what comes up. Now here, I'm just looking at headlines. This one is from November 6th. It says Eileen Cannon faces growing calls to be removed. That's from Newsweek. Everything else is older story. Let's see. It does say everything about being removed. All this stuff is old, like August, July, June. There's a story from two weeks ago. It says DOJ warns Judge Cannon that Trump is trying to manipulate her in documents case to delay trials. 1 week ago, Newsweek says, can Eileen Cannon be removed from Trump case? And then this is August. No, Cannon did not. I'm trying to find something that's from November 15th or 14th or 13th. So I don't think she's been removed in this, unless I didn't ask the right question. But I don't know, Kimchi. I don't know. So I think she's still in there. I think she's still presiding. Well, I'm gonna go see if my water is still hot enough to make coffee with. I probably have to rerun it. So let's see here. Little Mimi says, "Oh, Kimchi, I've lived and learned." Brad Moshe says, Kimchi doesn't look like a. There's a petition that thousands of people have signed, but she's still there. Kimchi says, if it was true, it would be everywhere. Yeah, I think so too. Adam says, Little Mimi, you've lived and loved and laughed and learned. Laughing out loud. out loud. Kimchi said, I already looked, hon, found nothing. Adam West, I thought I would have the magic touch. Yeah. The magic Google touch. Adam says, holy crap, it's raining like a hurricane here all of a sudden. Wow. Well, I hope you seek cover. Kimchi says, I wish I could remember who it was. It was House Chat, though. Well, that's their mistake right there. Those people in House Chat. You gotta take that with a grain of salt or whatever. Whatever you hear in House Chat. Let's see here. Where am I at here? Adam says, yeah, Kimchi, people are too much on a hair trigger. Kimchi says, Adam wishes, well, it is supposed to, right? We have been unreasonably dry in Virginia this year. Little old me says, yes, Adam West, and now I'm just little old me. Kimchi says, thanks, Adam, for reminding me to water the plants outside. Hey, there's Marie. Thanks for being here, Marie. You didn't miss much. Well, you did miss me unboxing this beautiful TV tray right here. Just had this delivered today. Ordered it through Amazon Prime. So you did miss that. That was pretty exciting. I gotta say. But thanks for being here. You can watch that in the replay. Kimchi says, hi, Marie. Jean Greco. Adam Wester says, yeah, Kimchi. Yeah, the drought in Hawaii has been severe. People have been paying big bucks to have water truck come and fill their rain catchments, since most people on this island, like me, don't have county H2O. Kimchi says that is horrible. Marie says, I missed day 2 of the rug. Well, here's day 2. It's still there. It's doing its thing. It's just lying there like a rug. It's lying like a rug. But there it is. Adam West added little Mimi, yes, and as a side note, you will be a lot happier with a used or refurbished Mac laptop. Little Mimi says, just in time, at Marie. Julie says, hi, Marie. Little Mimi says, thanks, Adam. Marie Jean Greco says, hi, Mimi, Jolie, and Kimchi. Adam West says, I checked the news channels, nothing about it. People on House Chat are a lot more informed, but sometimes you'll get people who don't know what they're talking about or are deliberately spreading this info. I feel seen. Marie says, hey, Treasure John. Well, hey to you. Marie says, ooh, new TV tray. And Marie is laughing to the point of turning green. Adam West says, aloha, Marie. Jean Greco. And Marie says, smoothed out nice. Yeah, there's still some puffy, or not puffy, but places where it sort of sticks up a little bit. It doesn't really show up in the video, but it's getting there. And Marie says hi at Adam Westers. All right, I'm gonna make some coffee. I think I'm gonna have to. That water's probably cold now, so I'm gonna have to rerun the water, the hot water, to make my instant coffee, which is actually pretty good, I think. I don't mind it. Well, I made my first little mess here on my new TV tray. It's kind of cool. You can just slide it on out. And it does really seem pretty sturdy. See if I can. I don't have a vacuum cleaner yet. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I have my vacuum cleaner back in my storage unit. So either I buy a new one now, and then I'll end up with 2 vacuum cleaners, or I just wait until I get my stuff out of storage in California and just try to be really careful, I guess. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go get me some coffee. It's coffee time. Oh, coffee time, coffee time. I forget how my little song goes. I think it goes a little something like this. Coffee time, coffee time. It's coffee time for me, and coffee time for you. Coffee time, coffee time. Everybody, it's coffee time. Coffee time, coffee time. I'm gonna make me some coffee. You're gonna make yourself some coffee. Because it's coffee time. And I'm back. I just got to heat that water up. So that's going to take a few minutes. So in the meantime, let's see. What should we talk about? Look, I like to read the chat up here. It's much easier. So on the chat we have little old Mimi says, was that a dog bark? Oh, you can hear that. That was the neighbor. She has a little dog, and I think somebody was at her door or something. The dog was going crazy. Adam Washington says, once you put in a little cream and cinnamon with any kind of coffee, it makes it a lot better. That's absolutely true, Adam. I like the French vanilla creamer. When you put French vanilla in it, you could put French vanilla in just a cup of hot water. It would probably be good, right? With some sugar. So you are so correct, Adam. That's why a good way to judge, I guess, if a cup of coffee is good enough or is good, is if you can drink it black. That's what I do a lot of time in restaurants. I'll take a few sips black, and if it's really good, I'm like, I'm just gonna drink it black. And if it's not really good, then I'll doctor it up. Who's doggy? The next door neighbor has a doggy. Adam says, love Randy Rhodes. She's all right. No, I like her, but I've been listening to her since 2004. I've probably listened to, I bet you, at least 90%, if not more, of all the shows that she has done since I think September of 2004 is when I discovered her. That's when I started driving for Schneider, and I was out on the road, and just found her on a radio station, and been in love with her ever since. No, I mean I liked her viewpoints and her policy positions and everything, and boy, this thing is really behind. Let me see if I can put that up. And so I've probably listened to almost every single show, except for maybe a handful. Or I would say I've like I said, it's probably over 90% of her shows I've listened to, either listened to on the radio or I've watched and listened to on YouTube and stuff. And but still, she says stuff that sometimes I disagree with, or especially her views on like pulp culture stuff is, I think, way off a lot of times. It's kind of weird, but I still love her. So let's see here. Adam says, right, so true, love now. And Gel, the ones with the coffee get whatever they wanted. Oh, no. Maria says, Ozzy. Ozzy? Yeah, not that Randy Rhoads, but yeah, I like Randy Rhoads, the guitar player. He was awesome. Rest in peace. She named herself, Randy Rhoads, the political top hostess person. That's not her real name. She named herself after the guitarist, Randy Rhoads. A little trivia there for you. Let's see here. And I'm just looking about how beautiful my hair is. Look, it's just so beautiful. Joe says, I have coffee right now with French vanilla creamer in it. Well, there you go. And I do like the hazelnut. You know, sometimes you get hazelnut, but I'm usually French vanilla. Adam says, I'm going to try coconut cream in my coffee today. Coconut cream. I don't think I've ever had that. Marie Jean Greco, I'm sorry, is smiling. And Adam West says, Sugar John is always beautiful. Oh, thank you. There. Even when my hair is all greasy and grody. Grody. Did you guys ever say grody? That's an old term from the 70s, I think, or whatever. It's like, you're grody. Don't be grody. Okay, my coffee water's done. I'm gonna go make me a quick cup. I'll be right back. I might even go into singing about coffee again, because that's just how I roll. All right. Coffee time. Everybody loves some coffee time. Coffee time, yeah, it's a little bit of coffee time. Coffee time. Wouldn't you know it, it's coffee time. Oh, wouldn't you know that it is coffee time. Coffee time. It's coffee time, everybody. This would be a good time for anyone who's watching to go get yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a iced tea, hot coffee, hot chocolate, a soda pop, a bottle of water, whatever floats your boat. This would probably be the opportune time right now to go ahead and get your refreshments going. And we'll all have a little refreshment break. Let's have a refreshment break. And we'll just sort of generically call it coffee time. Oh yeah, it's coffee time. Coffee time. I love my coffee time. Oh, wouldn't you know it? Beep, 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 beep. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I bought this big old container, man. 64 ounces, so that should last me a while, hopefully. It's coffee time. Coffee time. Whenever I sing my little coffee time, I always think of Wes, because Wes hates it when I sing, apparently. Because he's like a professional, so he's very critical of singing. But then it reminds me that he's not here, and I'm wondering, where's Wes? Where's my buddy Wes? Is he lurking, or is he just doing some yard work? Is he out shopping? Where is Wes? That's what I want to know. Hey, I'm back. And we're back. That was like a little break. let's just, even Randy Rhoads has breaks, right? But then, she plays the Green News Report or, whatever. Little things, little snippets. So with me, you're stuck with me singing the coffee song. I guess that's what I'm calling it. All right, so where did I leave off in the chat? Let's see here. Adam West says, well, as a little kid, I grew up in California, so I sound like a Valley girl when happy. All righty then. Little Mimi says, remember when radical meant fun? Yeah, and it'd be like, that's rad. Adam West says, then finished growing up on Kauai, then moved to Hawaii Island as an adulthood, or for adulthood, left and allowed. Little Mimi says, you are in Hawaii, Adam? Adam West says, Little Mimi, radical then became, in the 90s, extreme, and I occasionally say, far out. Far out, dude. Let's see. Kimchi says, dang, now I need coffee, be right back. Little Mimi says, right on, Adam. Right on, right on. Adam West says, Little Mimi, yes, I live on Mauna Loa. How do you say it? Mauna Loa. Smack between, I don't know how to say it. Kilauea. The Hawaiian language, they need to get some more consonants or something. Caldera and the eruption of 2018. Maria Giangrocco, groovy. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's going back to the 60s. Groovy. Little Mimi says, and it carried in the 70s, of course. Little Mimi says, sounds amazing, Adam. I dream of day visiting. Of the day? But yeah, I get your drift. I was in Oahu one time for my honeymoon back in 1989 or whatever it was. And it says, Little Mimi, it's so beautiful and we're visiting every island. Kimchi's Adam SOS sends coffee and nuts SOS. Marie Giangrocco says went to Molokai several years ago. Leopard colony was fascinating. Wow. Sounds scary. Jolie says, remember, Wes said his name 3 times and he would appear. Wes Webb. I'm waiting. Adam West says, at Jolie. Adam West says, okay, the pronunciation for Mauna Loa is Mauna, or Mauna Loa. Did I say that right? Mauna Loa? Mauna Loa. Ooh, hold the mayo. Mauna Lo. Mauna Loa. Little Mimi says, try not to slurp through TJ Chugger. Well, I mean, I don't want to burn my tongue, so I'm like, I'm sorry if the slurping is offensive. That's one of the things. It's like, when you do it, it doesn't bother you, but guarantee, when I hear someone else slurp something, it does kind of bug me, I think. Especially like soup or something. Even though I'm probably a big soup slurper myself. But anyhow, I just don't want to burn my little delicate tongue. So I have to slurp, I'm sorry. Adam West says, did you know that leprosy is now treated with thalidomide? Adam with these words that I can't pronounce. thalidomide, the infamous flipper baby medication. Adam West says, ow, like ouch. Adam says, Auna Loa. I can't talk Hawaiian, I guess, apparently. The locals would hate me. Adam says, ow, like owl. Oh. Auna Loa? Julie says, I hate crinkling bags. I hate crinkling stuff like when you're in a movie theater. But again, I probably do it too. Little old Mimi says, okay, strip away, DJ, you're okay. Well, you know, what can I say? I mean, I'm not deliberately trying to be annoying. But let's see if I can do this without slurping. I'm going to blow on it. Okay. And now. I did slurp a little bit. I'm not really sure how you can get the coffee into your mouth without slurping and not, you know, and not just gulping it down, you know, without just gulping it down or whatever. And then burning your throat in the process. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just a straw. Adam West is, I guess, laughing or grinning or something. Adam West says yes. And then little Mimi says, at Jolie, I get it. Okay, so if Owl Nolo Manel I thought it was just Mauna Loa. I thought it was Mauna Loa. It's not Mauna Loa? It should be. It should be Mauna Loa. Otherwise, they should change the spelling. It looks like Mauna Loa to me. You're saying it's Im Auna Loa. Adam says there's only a break if you put in an Okaina. I don't even know what that means. Adam says, say Mao like Mao Tse-tung. Say Mao, motherfucker. No. I was just, you know, Hal's been doing the Samuel L. Jackson thing. From Pulp Fiction. Adam says, apostrophe Okaina. We're getting some Hawaiian lessons here. What is this? Apostrophe Okaina? So where am I at? Where did we miss? There's only a break if you put in an Okaina. Okay, what, Okaina is an apostrophe? I guess. Adam says, like, Kappa is pronounced Kappa. Kappa. Kappa, kappa. Kappa, kappa. I don't know. Okay, so you said yes. What did you say yes to? What did I do that you said yes to? I did something right. You said it exactly right, John. Which time? The Mao Tse-tung? Mao Tse-tung? I kind of reversed my things there. Okay, so Mauna Loa. Am I supposed to say Mauna Loa? Yes, Mousy. Mauna Loa. Mauna Loa. Mauna Loa. Hey, all I know is aloha means goodbye and hello. Okay. Yes. Okay, Mauna Loa. Perfect. Mauna Loa. Now, where were we with that? With Mauna Loa. All right. You got me there, Adam. I mean, you got me just saying it right. Mauna Loa. I should say it when I've got food in my mouth. Mauna Loa. All right, so we've done that. We found out that Judge Cannon is still the judge on the case. What else did we find out today? That I made a table, got a rug. And that French vanilla creamer makes even shitty coffee taste good. Those are the things we've learned today on the Trucker John live stream. I didn't sleep very well last night. It's funny because just yesterday, maybe I jinxed myself because I was saying how I hadn't been using my CPAP, but I've been sleeping really well. But then last night I couldn't really sleep because for some reason I had this really horrible kind of like heartburn going on, and I hope it's not from the Costas del Sabor quesadilla that I had for dinner because I love Costas del Sabor. It's never really given me heartburn before. So I don't know if that was, but I hope that's not what it's from because I don't want to have to stop eating there. But when I came home after driving, I had an ice cream cone thing. I have these like those drumstick ice cream thing. I had one of those. And then for good measure, I didn't make a sandwich, but I just had some roast beef slices, like lunch meat, roast beef. And I just took a few of those and I put some cheddar cheese in it and I just kind of like rolled it into a roll and I ate that before I went to bed. And so I don't think it's because there's anything wrong with the food. Maybe just because I did that and then I went right to bed. Maybe that's not a good idea. So anyhow, I kept having this kind of like heartburn and I kept waking up. So I didn't really sleep all that much. So I'm kind of tired. But I was going to go to Area 15 because Area 15 has the 15th of every month, they have this thing where rideshare and taxis drivers, rideshare drivers can go in for free because they, I guess they charge to get in there. And it's a really neat place, and they have these things where you can spin for prizes or something. And I'm not sure what the prizes are. I don't remember if they mentioned it or not. But every month, I always miss it. All right, I forget about it. I don't go. And now today, it's going on right now. It goes on from 1 to 5 because it's the 15th of every month from 1 to 5. They have this rideshare appreciation thing. And I really wanted to go like right at 1 o'clock because I've learned that if you don't go to these things right when they start, then whatever they were offering, it runs out in like 20 minutes, apparently. So I'm probably too late now. It's already almost 40 minutes. But I was going to go to that, but now I don't. But the fact that it's late, and plus I'm kind of tired. I kind of was like taking a nap before I go out driving today, because I didn't really. I guess I didn't get much sleep, so I guess I'll try to make it to the next one on December 15th. And I've been saying that for like 9 months now, because I just got my. I think I'm about 9 months into driving Uber. But I also, a little milestone, last night I got my, was it 3,500, 3,500? I think it was a 30, I don't think it was 3,000, I think it was 3,500 ride. So I'm at 3,500 rides. Adam Wesley says, why are they running F1 on the strip? Because it's cool. This is awesome. It's going to look awesome. And that's what F1 does. Not all of their races are on the streets. They do have some closed courses and like racetrack type of stuff. But Monaco is a actual street race that they race in the streets. And several others that they race around the world are in the streets. It's sort of a tradition that they've been doing for years and years and years. And someone thought it would be a good idea to do it in Vegas. And I have no problem with it. I know a lot of people are complaining about it, but my retort to those complainers is then don't fucking come down here during the Grand Prix if you don't like it. If you don't need to be here, then don't be here. And if you do need to be here, then shut the fuck up and do your job. It's not like they're asking you to, breathe toxic air, something that's going to kill you in 2 days. Obviously, I'm not saying that if you're an employee that you just go to work no matter how dangerous it is. But this is not that. This is not the same situation. So shut the fuck up and go to work. That's all I got to say about that. And if you don't like it, you can go work. So you can quit your job and go work somewhere else. Like I said, it's not like they're asking you to inject or use needles into your arms or something. Marie Jane Greco says, "Did you get a taco last night?" I got actually carne asada quesadilla, which I think are even better. I love their tacos. The three things I love the most at Casa del Sabor, is that three fingers? Are the tacos, and it's always carne asada. Their carne asada is delicious. It's the tacos, the quesadillas, and the burritos. And I've had everything on that menu. I went through the whole menu because I was eating there for a while there, 3 or 4 times a week, just because I wanted to go through that menu and try everything. And I tried everything, and everything on the menu was delicious. Don't get me wrong. It was all delicious. But I came to the conclusion that my 3 favorites that I'm going to order, whenever I go there, is either going to be tacos or the quesadilla or the burrito. Because those were my 3 favorites. And so last night I had quesadilla. Let's see here. Adam Wester says, as a kid, having any kind of dairy would send me to ER because I would swell up and choke and couldn't breathe. Wow. So do you not have that issue anymore? It was just it was a childhood thing, I guess. Adam Wester says, humans aren't really evolved to handle dairy. North European descent has more tolerance, but really most people are slightly allergic and will swell up. Wow. I don't think that's what happened to me, but Adam says, North Europeans are sometimes descended from Vikings type ancestors who kept dairy animals in winter so they wouldn't starve to death in the snow. My grandmother was from Norway, so I guess that makes me kind of Viking. Adam says, sounds like fun. The race, I think the race is going to be cool. And they've been dropping the prices because the prices were so high. They didn't sell as many tickets as they thought they were going to. So I've heard, I haven't really checked it, I haven't verified it, but I've heard that ticket prices are dropping and hotel rates are dropping because the hotel rates were going really, really high. But I'm also hearing that they're still at least 3 times as high as normal. So F1, yes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just going to watch it on ESPN. I'm not going to. I doubt in my driving the way they have it set up. F1 is very protective of anyone getting a free look at the gate if you're there on site. I guess they don't mind if you watch it on ESPN because ESPN probably paid them like $1 billion to have the rights to it. So you can go home and watch it on ESPN. But they are very protective of anyone being down there at the actual race course, and getting a free look. They want everyone, so anywhere that could be seen from, a walkway, one of those overpass walkway things, or they've got it all covered up with paper or plastic or whatever it is, but it covers the side up so you can't see, or in some places they put plywood or whatever, and they're not letting anyone see unless you buy a ticket and go in and watch. So I doubt where I'm going to be going that I'll be able to see anything, but maybe I will. I was thinking about hooking my actual dash cam that I used to use in my truck. I think I'm going to hook that up in the car because it's easier for me, in case if I see anything cool, it's kind of easier for me to maybe shoot video off of that than it is on here, because on here I'm on the app while I'm driving. I'm on the app, the Uber app, so I can't really shoot video unless I go off the app. And the dash cams in the that are in the Tesla are, since I'm renting it, I can't download it to any hard drive or whatever or anything like that. So what I have to do is take a video of the video, and it just comes out really weird looking. So I think I'm going to hook that dash cam up just in case if I'm in a spot and I see something cool, and then I can maybe get video off of that. So that's something to look forward to, I guess. Let's see here. Oh, so nothing new in the chat. Huh? What do we got? We got 9 watching and 11 thumbs ups. Oh, that's cool. Everyone hit the thumbs up. And now that the coffee is cooler, I'm not slurping as much. So that's a good thing. See, I'm able to just sort of drink it without slurping. I need to get a little I got little crumbs all over my little table. I already got crumbs on it. You can see the crumbs or not. So this is cool. I'm coming along here. Let's see, what else is going on? Let's make sure we like and subscribe and share. I'm at 677 subscribers. I need to get to 1 million by Tuesday. So can we do that? Can we get that? 1 million by Tuesday, please. I always say that. I always say 1 million. I thought it would come true, like the power of speaking it. But if that was true, then I would be a lotto winner. But I never play. So first of all, I got to play the lottery, I guess. Because that would help. But, and then I can afford a new couch. But anywho, let's see. What else is going on with you guys? Anything fun and exciting going on in your parts of the world? In your neck of the woods? Oh, in that bag, that's where I got my, I still have edibles and a joint and that vape stick thing. It's right there in that pink bag. But I don't know if I'm ever going to do it again. I probably will, but I didn't really like it. Little me says you can use a, I used to say chamois, but I'm probably not doing that. To clean up and shake it out. Shake it out. I will use my arm, apparently, because I'm putting my arm into it. Now it's going to get all over the place. But I like to use the very expensive disinfectant wipes, and I have a thing of them right over there. That's probably what I'm going to use because I really don't have any chamois baby. I have these these are like little screen cleaners, and you can see how it's all stained and everything because I use these on the car all the time because these are really good on the car too, on the Tesla when I wash it. And then I like to use these to wipe down like the little wet spots. But they're really soft and nice and beautiful and gorgeous. I also use them for my glasses and for my screens on my devices. Just a little tip here from Trucker John. If you ever see these, I bought these at Sam's Club. You get a package of them. And I need to probably put these in the wash. I have stuck them in the wash before. It has all these kind of greasy marks from the car, I guess, when I wipe the car down. And I didn't even know, like, the car doesn't even look like it has grease on it, but then you wipe this on there and all of a sudden you get all these greasy spots. So there's that. I was trying to see, I thought I had here's a mask. I bought this during COVID. And my kids thought that it made me look like I was like MAGA or something. Or like some sort of, like I was some sort of a right-winger or something. I bought this during 4th of July. And I just said, hey, it's patriotic, you know? This is just patriotic. Gotta keep it over your nose. So you don't breathe in any germs. And, I don't know, how is this thing supposed to go? Because it's like, it says, here, there's directions. Maybe I should read the directions. It says, I'm supposed to fold it right here, I think. And yeah. Because it says, I mean, you can't really see what it says, right? It says, America Strong. You know, it's like whenever there's like Vegas had the shooting, and so it was like Vegas Strong, right? Or something like that. So, you don't really see the wording of it, do you? Very much. Okay, let's see. See this? Okay, just put this on your thing. And then you can stay safe and also be patriotic at the same time. We don't really need these so much anymore. I just got my latest booster. This thing is weird. The flap, when it goes in your mouth, it's not very well designed. And I only wore it like that one time. This is like the second time I think I've ever worn it. It even is making my glasses fog up. So now I'm remembering why I never really wore it, because it just doesn't really fit right. But, you know, whatever. So, yeah. Because if you recall, the MAGAs and the extreme right-wingers, they wouldn't wear this. So that's the beauty of it, is you can wear this, and you can basically tell MAGA and the right-wingers to go fuck themselves. Like, see, I'm patriotic. I'm just as patriotic as you, because I'm wearing this flag thing. Even though I'm observing safety protocols by wearing the mask during COVID, I'm still patriotic. I still love my country. So fuck you, MAGA and extreme right wingers. That's how I felt when I bought this. I felt that that's what I was saying. But then my kids were like saying like, it just makes you look like a right winger or whatever. So whatever. I just can't win, apparently. Little Me says, do it. Adam says, in a good way. Adam says, it's patriotic with it. The only thing is now I can't really drink my coffee. You know. But thank God I don't need it anymore. I don't need this anymore. So I can take that off. But, so yeah, I bought this. It must have been, was it 2 years ago now? How time flies. Is it 3 years ago? No, it can't be 3 years, right? When I bought this, it was when my son was in the hospital, and because he was going through like a lung infection thing, we were all scared about that. We didn't know if he had COVID, and he tested negative for COVID, and he had this lung infection thing, and he's in the hospital for a while. And I remember I bought this when I was visiting, and it was right around 4th of July too, I think. So it all, it all put together. It all came together. 3. Well, I know that COVID started in 2020, basically, right? And then, I'm trying to remember when my son got sick, if it was 2020 or 2021. It might have been 2021. Yeah, I think it was 2021 when my son got sick. So we'd been in it for like a year, and we were still wearing masks and everything then. Because I remember at the hospital, in fact, where my son was at, I couldn't even wear this. We had to get those 95M or those really fancy ones, and wear those to get into where my son was at. They're really thick ones, and they're not just the little blue ones that you buy. They're like the M95, or whatever the fuck they call it. That's what we had to wear just to go in and see my son. But anyhow, I guess I can take this thing off. I just kind of like wearing it because America is strong. America is strong. We've been through a lot of shit. And we survived COVID, and we survived Trump so far. But we got to keep at it, like Hal says, and other people have said, and I've even said this. In fact, I think I invented it when I said that democracy is constant gardening. There's some words to that effect. I'm pretty sure I made that. I'm pretty sure I invented that. It requires constant gardening. In other words, you can't just set it and forget it. As I'm coughing. Otherwise some assholes are going to come and take it away. Some assholes like Trump and shit like that, and MAGA. They don't like democracy. They like autocracy. They like, far-right extremist, far-right religion, religious-run state. And of course they're all hypocrites. Their wet dream is to be like the Handmaid's Tale and to be the commanders and all that kind of shit. That's their fucking wet dream. Fuck them. So we can't just set it and forget it. We gotta, we just gotta tend to it. And it really doesn't take a whole lot. The most basic thing you can do is probably the most important thing you can do, and that is to make sure you vote. And I know it sounds like if I say vote blue no matter who, people will say I'm not a sheep. I'm not just gonna blindly go and vote for all Democrats. Fine, that's fine. Then go ahead and make a little bit of an effort to think about what are the things that are dear to you, that you like about this country. What are the freedoms that are really important to you? And I guess if you're just about wanting everyone to own all the guns that they want, or at least, that's probably not even it. you just want you yourself to be able to just own whatever gun you want, whenever you want, wherever you want, carry it wherever you want, shoot it off wherever you want, have no restrictions, then I guess you need to find candidates that agree with you on that, if that's your number one issue. But if you are a person who would like to see some common sense gun laws, to where maybe there are some restrictions and not everybody can get one, because some people, quite frankly, shouldn't have them. And not every type of weapon should be legal for street use. Not every weapon of war, and not everyone should be able to just walk around with bazookas or whatever. This thing keeps doing that. Maybe you think that healthcare should be a right and not a privilege. Maybe you think that more people should have access to good quality healthcare no matter what. And we should all be able to just get our problems taken care of without going bankrupt, without becoming homeless to do it. These type of things. If you think that maybe we should start getting off of fossil fuels and we should be greener in our energy production and in the vehicles and the machines that we use and drive, but maybe they should be greener and cleaner and not be so toxic to the atmosphere. If you believe in those type of things, then maybe you should just find candidates and even a party that is more conducive to those things. And for me, that's the Democratic Party. And really, when it comes to especially national level, federal level, U.S. senators, the U.S. House of Representatives, and the White House, I think we really only have two choices, especially the White House, I guess, and maybe even the Senate. Maybe the House is a little more room for some independence or whatever. But the point is, I vote for the Democratic Party because I believe that they pretty much, we have a lot in common, our beliefs and our policy positions, our ideology. So I vote blue no matter who, because I know it's important to have a Democrat in the White House. It's important to have majorities in both chambers of Congress. It's important to have the majority in the House so we don't have clusterfucks like they're doing now with McCarthy and now Mike Johnson and with assholes like Matt Gaetz who can just throw a fucking monkey wrench into the works and shut everything down like an asshole. So I know that the majority is important because it would be so much better if we had Hakeem Jeffries as the speaker, right? And we can get some things done. And then we've got the Senate and the majority there is so important because Mitch McConnell is a fucking piece of shit who just stalled for, Obama's SCOTUS picks. And then when Trump was in there, he rushed everything through, right? So, you can see the importance. So when I say vote blue no matter who, that's why. Because it's important to have those majorities in the Senate and in the House. Otherwise, the Republicans just fuck everything up. They just are total fuck-ups. But if you like them, and whoever you like, whatever's near and dear to your heart, if you're for bringing back slavery, or you're for taking away women's rights to their own, their reproductive rights and their bodily autonomy and all that kind of shit, if that's what you're into, then vote for the candidates that are pushing that shit. That's what I'm saying. So, but then you're going to be eventually losing democracy. So if democracy is really near and dear to you, and you really love it, I don't really see how you could be voting for Republicans. But that's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. And a lot of people probably disagree. There's a lot of Republicans that disagree with that. They think that the Democrats are taking away their rights and taking away their freedom and their privileges. They have this really warped sense of reality, I guess. So what I'm coming down to, though, is that we need to vote. Take a little time to find the candidates that you're in agreement and get good information. Don't listen to the propaganda. Don't listen to just stuff that just comes out from the candidates. Try to get good objective reports try to do some, cross-referencing or whatever, do some background check or on the sources. Try to get good, reliable information. Just don't take everything, at face value. You got to kind of dig a little bit, especially now with all these deep fakes and with all the shit, that people can do on the internet, on the inner tubes. So it does take a little bit of diligence, a little bit. I think it takes a little bit. So anyhow, that is my America Strong message. And I got to take this thing off because when I talk, like the flap keeps going into my mouth and it's kind of gross. And I don't even know. This has been laying around in a box. And so why did I even do that? That probably will make me sick. More than COVID ever would have. Anyhow, so let's catch up. I wasn't really, when I was going through my little spiel there, wasn't watching the chat. Let's see. Adam Walsh says, constant gardening is the only way. The bad guys are constantly polluting. Yeah. Are constant. Little Amy says, losing the separation of church and state is the road to the downfall of democracy. And Mike Johnson, didn't he just say, I didn't really read the story, but I saw part of the headline, and I'm kind of guilty. I should have read the story before I talk about it, I guess. But I think Mike Johnson was saying something about the separation of church and state as a misnomer. I think that was the headline, and I didn't read the story. But, he's a freak. He's a freaky deaky. Adam Walsh says faith. Anyhow. My coffee has gone cold on me. Let's just make sure we all vote. If I can't say vote blue no matter who, let's just say let's win back the House. Let's keep the Senate. Because that's what I mean when I say vote blue no matter who. I mean we need to get the majorities back. And we need to keep them and maintain them, And then we can't get complacent. I think that the Democratic Party was very guilty of that because they did hold the majority in the House, I think, for like 40 years, like for decades, right? From the 50s and 60s and 70s all the way until, I think, Clinton. Then Clinton lost the House. And I think because Democrats maybe got complacent, and I think they got a little too corporate. I know Hal doesn't like that term, but excuse the hell out of me. I think they got to be a little too Republican light. They were, for some reason, I guess after they saw Reagan and Bush take the White House for 3 terms there, they were trying to strategize, and they got, so how can we get back in the White House? And then they got Clinton, and Clinton pretty much campaigned kind of as a progressive, at least in the primaries. Maybe not progressive, but a little more, a little bit more than moderate, more left of moderate. And then he became it seems like he became very corporate in a lot of ways, or at least very moderate. But we did get good things out of him, like the big one was the time off one. What was the time off one about? When you're sick. I remember that was a big one. But he did things. But he had to sign things like his NAFTA. But that was because the Republicans had control of Congress. So, and I don't think he had I think he didn't have like a veto-proof numbers there. So I think he was pretty much forced into signing that. But anyhow, we're getting off on all kinds of tangents here. But now we're here. We're here in 2023. We're not in 1980 anymore. We're not in 1994 anymore. And here we are here. We're here today in 2023. And we have a chance to make some actual progress. I think with Joe Biden, he's taken a lot of, I think, advice maybe from the Bernie crowd, and he saw how popular that Bernie is, and with a lot of his progressive ideas, and he's taken a lot of that to heart. A lot of people are saying that Joe Biden is like, FDR, and I think that's all good and it's all great. The Inflation Reduction Act, all these things, getting us, transitioning us off of fossil fuels and encouraging and helping green energy to come along. All that is so great. Now all we need is to get the Senate back. I mean, the House back, and keep a good numbers in the Senate. Have enough numbers in the Senate where we can make some asshole like Kirsten Sinema irrelevant, even though she's an independent now. But who knows what she's going to do? And keep Joe Biden, and then maybe we can get Medicare for all. I would love Medicare for all. I would love, or at least a public option. At least. So we'll never get those things if we have Republicans either in positions of power or or have the abilities to block shit. So that's why we need to keep voting and voting blue. That's why when I say vote blue no matter who, that's why. Because if healthcare is really important to you, and like Medicare for all or a single payer universal healthcare system, which Bernie Sanders would talk about over and over and over again, and then he got kind of tired of explaining because we were like, what the hell is that? And he would say, well, it's like Medicare, and it's like having Medicare for all. So eventually he just, actually, I remember the metamorphosis of that, where he would say universal health care, single payer, universal health care. And people were like scratching their head, like, what the fuck is that? And eventually he just started calling it Medicare for all. And that was something people could understand and relate to and go, oh yeah, that'd be cool. And so whatever you want to call it, single payer, universal health care, or Medicare for all, I think we should have that. Every decent, civilized country on the planet, I think, has it, except for us, because we let the big health insurance lobbyists, influence our lawmakers so much. So that sucks. But we need to get those things done, and we won't ever if we're electing Republicans. So we need to vote. That's why I say we need to vote blue no matter who, because except for the occasional Joe Manchin or who did vote along with Democrats 90-something% of the time, but you every now and then you get a Kirsten Sinema or a Joe Manchin that are going to like gum up the works. But by and large, the chances of us getting some decent shit passed is much, much better if we are voting and electing Democrats. So that's my message for today, I guess. Just let's vote blue. Let's get the majorities back, and let's get some good shit done. Instead of all this always threatening to shut down the government because they don't get their way, because they're in the minority, but they found a way that they can shut down and stop things. Or being like Tuberville and stopping from promoting and putting into these leadership positions in our military that we need. What a fucking asshole this Tommy Tuberville is. What a piece of shit. What a America-hating motherfucker Tommy Tuberville is. That because he wants to make some sort of point about his feelings about abortion or whatever, he's going to make us more vulnerable, and less effective militarily, and really put us in a bad spot. Just because he wants to make some point about, his feelings about abortion. That should not be. There's a flaw in our system when one asshole can just gum up the works like that. That needs to be addressed and that needs to be fixed, because that ain't right. That's not democracy. We're supposed to have democracy. This is supposed to be run through democratic process. I know we're a republic, democratic republic, all that kind of shit. We have representatives, but it's all based on democracy. And so you shouldn't have one asshole like Tommy Tuberville that can fuck everything up, or one asshole like Matt Getz that can just basically, shut down the house. So those are things we need to fix. But in the meantime, vote blue, no matter who. All right, so Little Mimi says, losing the separation of church and state. Oh, I read that. I think I read that. Is the downfall of democracy. Kimchi says, vote blue if they are true. Well, if you're not going to vote blue, then who are you going to vote for? I mean, you're either going to vote for a third party, or you're going to vote for a Republican, or you're not going to vote at all. Maybe not voting at all is the best thing in that situation. I don't know. But we don't want to pull votes away from Democrats. Little Me says, it's about time for another Enlightenment era to begin. And we may be getting there. We may be on the that may be coming soon. Kim, she says, good luck with that, Mimi. We have the attention span of a gnat these days. I don't know. Little Lady says, we are losing young voters right now. Kim, she says, I don't think so, Mimi. I think the youth is pissed and motivated. There are a lot of, I've been hearing that it's like boomers and zoomers, right? Are sort of the main voters now. Kimchi says, Kimchi says, remember, revolutions happen when change isn't coming fast enough. Yeah, and that's one thing I kind of have an issue with Hal when he talks about incrementalism. And I understand incrementalism, and I understand that you can't just get everything you want and have it all in one fell swoop and boom. And especially when you're talking about masses of people and getting people on board, it takes a while for that message to get from the front to the back, or I always look at the masses as being sort of this giant kind of like centipede or whatever. And and there's like a billboard that says something really cool or enlightening or informative, and the centipede is kind of going by, and so that part of the centipede sees it. Like, I guess the centipede has eyes all the way through, and individual little nervous systems or whatever, and brains, I guess. Or maybe it's just a big giant conga line or whatever. And so the people in the front, they see it and they get this information and they're like, oh, and they're enlightened by it or whatever. And they start to improve because of that information. Their lives start to improve because they got that information. But the line is winding through. There's only one billboard, and the line is kind of winding its way through. And each time, as the people go by that billboard and they get that information, that enlightenment that improves their life, then it helps them. But it's a long, very long, winding conga line. I think conga line is probably better than centipede, because each person is kind of looking at it. And then finally, the tail end of the line finally gets to that billboard and sees that information that is just kind of life-changing and enlightening. But it might have taken a few years for that line to make its way past that billboard. So that's one hell of an analogy there, right? Or a metaphor. So that's kind of how I see the masses and getting information out. Now we don't just have billboards. We have the internet now. The good thing about the internet is that it's kind of instant and you can reach a lot of people really quick, really quick. But the bad thing is people can put out disinformation. They can put out misinformation. They can put out bullshit, which is kind of what that is. And they can make it look very real and convincing, and so you got to fight against that. That is the impediment, right? So, the internet is sort of a blessing and a curse, and so I guess what we have to do, and what I kind of want this channel, this live stream to do eventually, I guess, is to help get out the right information, the true and correct information of whatever's going on. Eventually, I think that's what I'm kind of aiming for, is just being a voice to help combat the disinformation and the misinformation that's out there and the propaganda that's out there. And the more and more people that you have, like the Randy Rhodes and even the Stephanie Millers and the Hal Sparks and even Midas Touch or whatever, Tom Hartman and Trucker John and Liberal Dan, let's say. The more of those people, the Tara Dublin and Tara Devlin, there's a Tara Devlin and there's a Tara Dublin. The more of these voices that we can get out, just think how much information we can get, and we can cut through the bullshit, cut through the lies, cut through the propaganda. And that's kind of what I would like to do eventually with this channel. Right now I'm just cooking eggs and shit, but making things about my grub. But eventually I'm going to have it set up where I can try to be my little voice of my 677 followers here, subscribers, and try to just get out the good information, the true information, and none of this fucking right-wing propaganda bullshit. We need to cut through it. And the more we can do that, the more we can get people to the polls who can make good decisions when they vote. All right? That's kind of what I see. We got Wes Webb. Finally. Let's see. Let me back up a little bit here. Kimchi says, that was the thing about Revolutions of Fascism. So that got me my whole screed about the conga line, I guess. Little Mimi says, hopefully it ends up being about abortion because we are losing them with human rights issues. There's a lot of pissed off people about the abortion, and that is bringing a lot of people to the polls, and it will continue to do so in 2024. The human rights issues, that is a lot of misinformation there, and we need to cut through that when we're talking about Gaza, right? Wes says, hey gang, sorry I was in the yard. I figured, didn't I say that, Jolie? I said that. I wonder if he's in the yard doing yard work. Kimchi says, how's it me? I think they are aware of injustice and don't play favorites. Wes says, have a pizza in the oven. Don't let me forget, Jolie. I have a pizza in my freezer, and I was thinking about making that for my dinner because I've never used the oven yet in my stove. And it would be a good way for me to get to know my stove a little bit better. Wes says, I also got my flu shot today. Was gonna get it last week, but I was kind of sick. All right, I'm glad you got the shot, and I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better, apparently, because you got the shot. Marie Jane Greco says, hope there's enough for all of us, Wes. Yeah, Wes, did you make enough pizza for all of us? Wes says, you can have all you want, Marie Jane Greco. Marie Jane Greco says, thank you, Wes. Kimchi says, I think kids are more media savvy than we are. They want evidence. Yeah, I hope that's true, Kimchi. Because I am seeing some stuff on, I think it's, I have a Threads account. Is it Threads or one of them? I'm seeing some fucking bullshit being posted about what's going on in Gaza and Israel and stuff. I mean, total bullshit. More so than even on Shitter. Little Mimi says, I know Kimchi, and I think this is too much. Little Mimi says, no more excuses for war crimes. The war criminals are clearly Hamas. Little Mimi says, sup bro, at Wes, I guess. Wes says, beautiful day here, almost 70 degrees. All right, and here in beautiful Las Vegas, it's 72, and that is supposed to be the high today. And we'll be getting a low of 49, overnight low, 49 degrees. Let's see here. Wes says checking pizza. Okay. Oh, you got it. Yeah, you got it in the oven right now. So, what kind is it? Is it pepperoni, sausage? What do you got on there? Lily says, collective punishment is not okay. It's not collective punishment. It's not. Israel has a right to defend itself. And if Hamas is not willing to lay down its arms and keep shooting, then what other choice does Israel have? Israel tells them to evacuate and get out. Hamas is the one that holds people. It all comes back to Hamas. I blame Hamas no matter what. If it wasn't for them, this would never happen. They are the ones that they are using the Palestinian people as human shields. They knew that this was going to happen, and they didn't give a fuck. They did not give one fuck for any of the Palestinians that are being killed. And they knew that was going to happen. And that they're doing their shit anyhow. So, no, it's all Hamas' fault. Little Me says, the threat was neutralized the same day. Now they are attacking. The threat was not neutralized the same day. They're still lobbing bombs. Hamas is still lobbing bombs. Little Mimi says, how can sick and injured evacuate? They could. That's when people are asking for a ceasefire. But Hamas is not ceasing to fire. They could do a ceasefire if Hamas would agree to it, but they don't. And then they could get in there and they could evacuate sick and injured and old and frail and young and everything. But Hamas will not do a ceasefire. It all comes back to Hamas. Little Mimi, so it's okay to, I'm not sure what Merc means. I don't know what Merc means. Does that mean kill? Are we afraid to say kill? I don't know. I'm not sure what choice Israel has. I think they're trying to avoid as much civilian loss as possible. And Hamas continues to keep putting people in harm's way. And whatever goes in for humanitarian aid, they steal it. Little Me says, Israel has a high-tech professional military. They should be able to defeat Hamas without such a high civilian death rate. Well, not when they're hiding in these tunnels. And the tunnels are right under, where civilians are at. She said, how says only men left in Gaza? Which is it? I don't know. He's saying that the photos he's seeing are all these adult-aged or military-aged guys. Little Musa says, you are falling for IDF misinfo. I don't think so. I think you're falling for, I don't know, it's where that misinformation is coming from. I think it's a misunderstanding of the issue and of confusing Palestinians with Hamas and Hamas with Palestinians, which are, there are Palestinians that are Hamas, but the Palestinian people are not Hamas, Kimchi says, human shields or only men left. Oh, it can't be both. Well, I'm addressing what little Mimi was saying about killing innocent people and all this stuff. And I know, especially in the first early days of it, there were still a lot of people up there, right? And they were using them as human shields. I don't know, as we've gone on and more people have gotten out, I don't know what the ratio is of that. But think for yourself. I am thinking for myself. And I'm thinking that Hamas are worthless pieces of shit that don't contribute anything to society whatsoever. Their stated goal is to wipe out Israel, and they have done nothing in all these years that they've been there to really help their people. Maybe a few things here and there. Maybe they built a school. Maybe they tried to do just enough to sort of appease them. But they really haven't done anything as far as they're not interested in a two-state solution. You know, they've done no work in that regard. And I'm not really a fan of Netanyahu. I'm not. And I'm not a fan of the things that they've been doing as far as the West Bank is concerned and all that kind of shit. They've done some wrong things. But as soon as October 7th happened, it was like that changed everything. Hamas was the aggressor. They were the butchers. And so now Hamas, they need to be no more. They need to be ended. Right here and right now. It stops now. That's it. And that's me thinking for myself. She says, there is no misinformation. We are sick of the occupation. Okay, other than the West Bank and the things going up there with settlers, Israeli settlers moving into West Bank and taking out Palestinian homes and building their own homes. Okay, that's wrong. I don't know if you call that occupation or just trespassing or whatever, but that was wrong and that needs to be stopped. As far as occupation, Israel is not occupying Palestine. Hamas has been running that place and taking most of the good shit for themselves. Kimchi says, who are the victims here? The Palestinians. Yeah, they are. And that is because of Hamas. Adam Wedge says Hamas and Netanyahu both need to get going. I agree, but not right now. Not Netanyahu or whatever. I mean, I don't really care what happens to him. I mean, I do care. I don't want him to be in power. He needs to be taken out of power. But whoever does replace him needs to keep fighting Hamas until Hamas is rendered useless and defeated. That right now is priority one to me. Adam Wedge says, for all the innocents on both sides. Which says Gaza is not Palestine. Okay, the place that we're calling the Gaza Strip and the West Bank, I don't care if you call it Palestine. I don't even care about your sentence that you just made, Wes. I'm talking about these Palestinian people. They have been living in the Gaza Strip and up in the West Bank for decades now. Okay, so whatever you want to call that, they've been calling it the Gaza Strip. That's what I know it as. And I know these are the Palestinian people that are living there. Okay, I don't know what fucking Palestine is or where it is or, some biblical thing, some going back to biblical days or whatever. I don't know and I don't give a fuck. What I do give a fuck about is that this place called the Gaza Strip needs to have its own government and not run by a terrorist organization like Hamas. It needs to have its own people running the place and having a running government where they can get on with their lives and not be under the thumb of a ruthless, bloody terrorist organization like Hamas. Okay? So, I don't really care about this not Palestine thing. Centuries. Okay, whatever. Wes says, from Jordan to the sea, little old baby, I can't just say it's okay to they're not massacring a bunch of people because of an extremist group. I don't want to die for maggots. Okay, so what is Israel to do? Okay, let's just think about this, Mimi. So they stop. They stop. They're because now they're on the ground now, and they're going through. They got boots on the ground, and they're going through and trying to weed out Hamas. Okay, so let's say they all of a sudden Israel stops. They go back. They withdraw all their forces back to their side of the fence. What's going to happen? So I guess we get humanitarian aid into the people that need it. Of course, Hamas will still be there. They're going to steal whatever they can, probably most of it. Or maybe not. Maybe they'll try to make the Palestinian people think that they're on their side. I don't know. But I mean, what's going to happen? Then Hamas is just going to rebuild, restructure themselves. They're going to get their numbers back up again and just attack again. So I don't understand. We're just going to be here again and again and again and again. Until Hamas is eliminated, there's no chance at a two-state solution, I don't believe. So we're just going to keep seeing these attacks over and over again by Hamas. And Israel is sick of it, and they don't want to put up with it anymore. So I can't blame them. It's not a good point, Mimi, Kimchi says. I thought that was I just debunked her point. I just rejected that point and sent it back into the seats. Little Mimi says, get on with life if they are dead. Okay, there's 2 million of them. There's 2 million Palestinians at least. There's still plenty of Palestinians that will be getting on with their lives. Little Me says, they have special forces and they have high-tech capabilities. Yeah, and they're using that. What says, the people are living in tents with no power and no water. Yeah, and I wonder why that is. It's because Hamas is taking the power. They're controlling all that shit. He says, no, you did not. Yes, I did. I rejected your point. It was shot down and murdered. I murdered it. Adam West says, I understand because Hawaii was a similar problem with occupation by hostile power. Kimchi says, well, that doesn't help the 10,000 already dead. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, and it doesn't help the 1,400 that are already dead that were killed on October 7th. But it might help from having to keep having these things over and over and over and over again. It needs to be eliminated now. Hamas needs to be eliminated now. Otherwise, they're just going to keep doing more and more October 7th. They're never going to stop. They've said they will never stop. They've even admitted that. They will never stop trying to wipe Israel off the face of the earth and all Jews and Israelis off the face of the earth. That is their stated goal. And they have said they will never, ever, ever stop. They will never stop. So we stop now, if they stop now, if Israel stops now, Hamas is not going to stop. So it doesn't make sense to stop. And yeah, people are getting killed, and that's horrible. But once again, I put that on Hamas's, on their, on their whatever they are, right? I don't even know they have souls, but that's on them, because they didn't have to do this shit, and they don't have to come out and say that they will never stop. They are not interested in any type of peace, any type of negotiation, all they want to do is wipe out Israel and wipe out all the Jews. That's what they want to do. So what the fuck is Israel supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? Mimi keeps saying they have high-tech shit capabilities. How is that high-tech shit going to get them out of their tunnels? I mean, they're going into the ground now. They have boots on the ground now, so I mean, they're going to blow up all those tunnels. Well, it says minus 20,000 martyrs, many children creating more martyrs. Wes says, hey, little old Mimi, the kid killing the other kids at the music festival talked to his mom on the phone. She begged him to stop. He told her that he wanted to die. They're indoctrinated. Hamas is indoctrinating and really brainwashing these zealots to go out and do this. Kimchi says, and Likud's stated goal is to destroy Palestine. No one brings that shit up, though. Well, the Likud party, they're right-wing extremists, and I'm no friend of them. But I am just in a general sense here. I'm saying that Hamas needs to be eliminated, and I don't blame Israel for not stopping, since Hamas will not stop. Little, I mean, that's just so horrible. I mean, Christian thinking. What is the Christian thinking? I don't know. Kimchi said, and Israel soldiers are on camera laughing about killing Palestinians, but again, no one talks about that. That's probably anecdotal. Wes says, kids born in the camps never saw different. Parents bitter. Of course he wants to fight. Yeah, and that's why the sooner that they can decisively eliminate Hamas, and they need to create this two-state solution. And that's what Biden is telling them all along. You're going to have to, when you're done with this, you, Israel, whether it's Netanyahu or some other leader, you're going to have to start seriously getting a two-state solution. No more of this, really leaving open for an organization, for Hamas to take over, They need to have a serious government that can run, a country, basically. It would basically be like a country, right? Little Mimi says, right, at Kimchi. So, those are laughing. I can't really comment on that because I haven't seen it. Maybe they're laughing at killing Hamas soldiers. I don't know. And maybe that's what you saw. Kimchi says, I saw the damn video. Weird that it is anecdotal when Israel commits war crimes. Yeah, well, the United States commits war crimes too, so just go back to George Bush. He committed a lot of war crimes. I mean, if we want to point fingers, but I think that I'm not sure what the war crimes are. Israel is fighting an enemy that is trying to kill them. So I don't know what the war crime is. Little Mimi says it doesn't make it okay. Kimchi said, 2 wrongs don't make a right. This is not 2 wrongs. Countries have the right to defend themselves. Israel is defending itself. And as long as there's been wars, there have been collateral damage. Every single war has had civilians get killed. Name me a war where civilians didn't get killed. Unless you're talking about some dumb thing like, what did Reagan do when he went down and sent, that wasn't really a war, but shot up some place. I guess there were some students that were needed to get out or something. I don't know if any civilians got killed in that. Maybe they did, but I'm talking about your regular wall-out war. There always are collateral damage. Always. This is not a new thing. Look, I think it's terrible that civilians are being killed. But I think especially with Joe Biden and with Blinken and whatever, they've been trying to make sure that they can get trucks in there, they can get humanitarian aid in there, they can open up, they've been negotiating to get people to evacuate. They even got, that 4 hour, didn't they get a 4 hour pause? And they were able to get hundreds of trucks in there to get aid in. So that's because of Biden. So first of all, let's give Biden a good, pat on the back or whatever. Give him some credit. And, but if people aren't getting out, and if Israel needs to get in there and get into where Hamas is at, then you're going to have collateral damage. War is hell. No one said war is a day at the beach or a picnic. That's why they say war is hell. That's why that expression exists. Joy says, I honestly can't speak on this subject. There's so much awful on both sides. I will say I don't like seeing people on the left divided by this. Well, there's a lot of people on the left that can't put themselves in the shoes of Israelis, apparently. I mean, when we got, I don't know if we count 9/11. That was a thing, but let's just say, I don't know, Mexico or Canada just did a October 7th thing to us. What do you think we would do? What would we do to either one of those, whichever country it would be? Doesn't matter. I'm just thinking of a bordering country. And if all of a sudden they just jumped the border and started just slaughtering Americans, what would we do? What would be our response? I bet you a lot of innocent civilians would get killed in whatever that response is. Little Mimi says, yes, you are the one saying there should be no regard for civilians. I'm not saying there should be no regard. God damn it. I didn't say there should be no regard. I'm saying that Israel can't stop if Hamas is not going to stop. That's what I'm saying. I never said there should be no regard. Don't put words in my mouth, Mimi. Wes says, this is not exactly a balanced conflict. Wes says, balanced, fair fight. Well, Hamas started it. I mean, October 7th. They're the ones that set this whole thing in motion. Adam West says, love you guys, gotta go to the store. All right, Adam, thanks for being here. See you tomorrow. I'm gonna go on tomorrow too, because tomorrow's my regular day. Little old Mimi says, how many bombs have gotten through the Iron Dome since 10/7? I don't know. But so what? They're still lobbing bombs, hoping that some get through. Because sometimes some do get through. Julie says, we know what you think should happen, John, but Wes, Mimi, Kimchi, what do you think should be done? Wes says, see you later. Little Mimi says, I would hope we would not do the same thing we did last time. Kimchi, I see the irony in people whose ancestors were in concentration camps oppressing others. It is sickening. Well, this oppression you're talking about, I really think has a lot to do with Hamas. That has kept the Palestinian people from getting a lot of things that get brought in there. Marie Jane Greco says, bye, Adam. Hey, see you, hopefully see you tomorrow, Adam, or see you in the chats over there. Hal's going to come on, I think, at 3, right? In about 10 minutes. Jolie says, see you, Adam. West says, negotiations toward an immediate ceasefire. They've been negotiating. They've been trying to do a ceasefire. Hamas will not agree to it. That's the whole issue. That's one of the main issues. Kimchi says, we said Israel committed war crimes, and you said the U.S. committed war crimes. Yeah, I was just talking about going back to Iraq War with George Bush Jr. I think there was some war crimes going on there. Wes, release of prisoners and hostages. That's what Biden and Blinken are definitely trying to work on. Kimchi said, Jolie, I think the UN should get involved. What would they do? What are they going to do? Wes says it did not start on October 7th. No, but this round, what we're seeing, this war that's going on, this current war or battle, whatever you want to call it, it is because of 10-7. I know they've been fighting and going back and forth for decades, and they've been having skirmishes, and they've had other things before. I realize that, God damn it. But the thing that's going on right now, the thing that Kimchi and Mimi are so upset about, is because of 10-7. Motherfucker. Kimchi says, really? Nothing preceded this attack. God, you guys are fucking dumb. I never said nothing preceded this. Little Mimi says, civilians should be separated from combatants. Yeah, they should be. It doesn't always work out that way, though, does it? Wes says, do unto others, oppress before you are oppressed. You guys are ridiculous. Little Mimi says, that's not true. Little Mimi says, Geneva Convention should not be broken. Well, if there are Geneva Conventions being broken, then I'm sure Israel will be brought up on it. Little Mimi says, okay, 10-7 threat is neutralized. Now they are the ones attacking for your imagined future crime. No, fuck you. This is not some Minority Report bullshit. No, this is to stop them. They've already admitted, Hamas has already admitted that they will not stop until Israel is fucking eliminated. God damn it. How much more do you fucking need to say that you can't just stop and hope that they'll go away? They're not going to go away until you kill every last fucking one of them. Fuck. Maybe they are not a professional military. So what? Yeah, they're terrorists. They are a fucking terrorist organization that has 40,000 fucking motherfuckers. They have 40,000 soldiers. Okay, that's not just some little thing. They have 40,000 fucking motherfuckers that will not stop until they have pushed Israel out to the sea, they said. Until they eliminate all the Israelis, all the Jews. 40,000. Okay? It's not just some little terrorist group, some little organization. This is a big fucking group. You should be upset as you are with Israel, as upset as you are with the civilians being killed. That's how upset you should be with Hamas. This all comes back to them. They're the ones that have fucking made this happen. They could have been working on peace all this time. Like Wes said, and you guys are saying, this isn't the first time. They've been having these things going on for decades now. But Hamas, they could have said, "Hey, let's try to work on a two-state solution. Let's stop this fighting. Let's go ahead and sit down and seriously try to get a two-state solution." But did they ever? No. They've always said all along, their goal is to eliminate Israel, to eliminate the Jews. That is their only stated goal, their number one thing. That's their reason for existence. It's not about a two-state solution. They want Israel. They want everything. And they want all the Jews gone. It's Hamas. That's who you should be directing your anger and frustration with, is Hamas. And when you see these dead people, you should be directing that anger at Hamas. For fuck's sake. What's wrong with you people? Kimchi says, and Likud will not stop either. Why is one good and the other bad? They will stop. If Hamas, well, maybe not now. I don't know, because of this 10-7 thing. They want to eliminate Hamas, and I think they should eliminate Hamas. I don't know about Likud. I'm just talking about the military goal here of the IDF is to eliminate Hamas. I don't know about Likud. I just know they're a bunch of right-wingers. They're like the Israeli version of MAGA, I guess. I shouldn't even say that because I don't know that much about them. But if Hamas laid down their arms and said, "Okay, we're done. We're not fighting anymore," it would be over. Now Israel might go in and I guess take them as prisoners. Maybe they might. I don't know. They might shoot a few of them. I don't know. But it would be. But this whole thing would be over. Okay. It's not like they're gonna just what? You think they're just gonna keep going until they kill all 2 million Palestinians? Are you fucking nuts? Are you crazy? If Hamas stopped fighting and stopped lobbing bombs and stopped shooting and everything, this would be over. God damn it, man. What says Israeli defense knew about the type of training that Hamas was planning. They should have been on higher alert. Yeah, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Wes says it is almost as if they allowed it to happen. Yeah, I don't think so. Little Mimi says, I hate religious ideologies. I'm not really even talking about religion. So Marie says, I thought so too, Wes. Wes says, then people started getting more and more hard line. Little Mimi says, I didn't accept he made me do it from my kids. This isn't fucking kid shit. Oh my God, it's a false equivalency. It's a fucking total false equivalency. This is about Israel was attacked. They were attacked by Hamas. Okay? This isn't about some little kid thing. That's a stupid fucking false analogy or false equivalency. Wes says, you are the only one who could make yourself do anything, blah, blah, blah. Mimi says, if Israel didn't do the NAPCA, I don't know what the fuck that is. Jolie says, I feel like the only answer is two states, but Hamas has said they'll never agree to it. So what is the answer? How can anyone negotiate when one side has said no to the only viable solution? Yeah, I agree with that statement pretty much. I agree with you there, Jolie. Now, no one likes to see civilians getting killed. Nobody. But once again, I put it all on Hamas. Kimchi said UN could go in and force a goddamn new vote. We did it to Iraq. Well, maybe at some point they will, but I don't think now is the time. Right now, I think Hamas needs to be dealt with. You're not gonna have a Hamas be any way involved with a vote. They're the ones that fucked it up the first time with the vote. Jackie, hey Jackie. Jackie says love. Jolie, I guess that's love thumbs up. Like love agreement. Agreed. Yeah, I'm trying to read emojis. Jolie says, hey Jackie. And then I guess that's like love or hug love? I don't know. And then Kimchi says hi at Jackie. Jackie says hi Kimchi. Jackie says hi Jugger John. Hi Jackie. Okay, and I know, man, I hate to get contentious with you guys. Little old Mimi says, if you don't know what the NAPCA is, that's a great place to start. I have some NAPCAs right here, and I use them all the time. I really, to tell the truth, I don't really care about their religious shit. But anyhow, guys, I'm sorry. I know I'm getting contentious and argumentative, and I don't mean to. I hope we can all walk away still being friends. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's 3:01. I think Hal should be coming on, right? So I guess we'll probably put an end to this, and I hope I haven't chased anybody off or offended people to the point where they'll never come back. Everyone's entitled to their views, and I hope I didn't get too strong in trying to disagree with you. Let's just all walk away as you have your views, I have my views, and that's okay. We can disagree, I guess, but because the bottom line is Netanyahu in Israel they're gonna do what they're gonna do. Hamas is gonna do what they're gonna do, and there's really nothing that we can do. I guess collectively, when we put our voices into it, maybe it helps with. Maybe it does in some way get people to think about certain things or whatever. I don't know. Kimchi says, my daughter gave me a tin sign with a tuxedo cat gesturing toward the toilet paper. It says, your butt napkins, milady. No, that's funny. Kimchi says, still love you, hon. All right, look, I'm sorry. I sometimes I get upset and I get angry or whatever, I guess, and I don't mean to come off as some sort of dick, you know. So you guys want to do? If you guys still want to do Trucker John Raid, that'd be awesome. And Mimi says, I personally am going to keep my humanity. Well, that's a good thing to keep. And so anyhow, one way or the other, I think we can all agree that it is a terrible, terrible, horrible thing that's going on. And I think we all hope that it would just be over as soon as possible. I think we can agree on that. Can we at least agree on that? We hope that this thing will be over as soon as possible, and that the unnecessary loss of life will be over as soon as possible, and that things can hopefully get to somewhat normal as soon as possible, and that there will be some in the really near future, that two-state solution that everyone has been talking about for as long as I can remember. I guess hopefully we can kind of all agree on that type of thing. And so I'll end it there. Thank you, Jackie, for being here. And thank you, little Mimi and Kimchi and Wes. Sometimes I can be a dick when I disagree with people. I can sound like a dick or whatever. And I apologize for that. Thank you, Jolie, for modding and for your input. And Adam Westers was here. Thank you for teaching me how to say I forgot to say it now. I'm gonna practice Mauna Loa. But so next, maybe by tomorrow, it'll just roll off the tongue like that. So anyhow, I guess we'll go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys. That got interesting. I think that got a little interesting. And again, man, I'm just grateful for you guys for being here. Thanks for the thumbs ups, the shares, the subscribes. And I hope you come back. I'm going to plan on coming back tomorrow. Today was like my nooner day. I'm a Wednesday nooner. We did that because Randy Rhodes was off. I wore my Randy Rhodes t-shirt, just one of them. I have a couple of these. And in honor of Randy Rhodes, hope she's getting some dental work done, I believe. But tomorrow I'll be on sometime tomorrow. I'm not sure when. And I hope to see you guys. I hope to see you guys again. I hope I didn't scare you away or piss you off and all that kind of stuff. But anyhow, I will see you. Headed to Hal's. Okay, let's do a Trucker John. Should we do raid or invasion? Either one, I guess. I guess when you say invasion, people might not understand. Is that a raid? Maybe we should go back to raid and just say Trucker John raid. Because then people might get confused or whatever. All right, so see you guys at Hal's. Thank you, Maria. Marie. I'm sorry. I think I call you Maria, and I apologize for not saying your name right. Thank you, Marie. Thank everybody. See you at Hal's. Let's do the Trucker John raid, I guess. We'll do a raid. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. All right, bye-bye. Thank you, Jolie.